Welcome, welcome. I apologize. We had some technical issues, so we were a couple seconds starting off late today. My name is Matan Verhovsky. I am so blessed and happy to have with me Dave Waltzer and Daniel Knight. If you don't know what we're doing here right now, live and having some fun, this is Allura Creative Agency, and we proudly are presenting the Frequency of Abundance group. We have a free group over on LinkedIn, a paid group over on Go High Level. So available for you to come, agency owners, meet coaches, healers, therapists, business advisors, everybody getting to play nice in the same sandbox. Every single day of the week, we run events. Today is Fearless Fridays. So you can absolutely imagine we've got Surviving Saturdays and everything else coming on. Tonight, we also have a special event with the wonderful Mr. Dave Waltzer. So we've got financial in the morning on Friday. We got financial in the afternoon if you want to come to Unicorn Universe and join us. And then in the evening, we've got our financial unicorn wealth fireside chat. So without further ado, and that was a lot of ado, let me tell you 2 seconds about Dave. He's an amazing human being. Decades of background as a broker in financial fields, helping individuals, families, small businesses, everything needed in deep expertise from retirement planning, estate planning, life insurance, living benefits, annuities, tax migration. It's incredible the wealth of knowledge he has on money. And that's why today we're going to talk about something very, very few people even know about. So to get into it, we're looking at tax migration. We're going to master tax mitigation. It's early. Keeping more, saving smarter. David's going to walk us through that. Also with us here is the most wonderful. Oh, we might have him copy it in. Hold on a sec. Let me see if we can get live stream in. There we go.
Hey.
Mr. Daniel Knight. Welcome back, sir. How are you?
Made it. Good now
Nice
that the technology is working.
Take a minute. Yeah, no kidding. Technology is our best friend until it's not. Take a minute. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Natan, for having me here. And I appreciate being able to share the stage with Dave Waltzer. So my name is Daniel Knight. I'm the Chief Executive Unicorn of Unicorn Universe, where we make the unbelievable achievable. And that really starts with people like Natan, bringing all of us together and making connections and making magic happen by leveraging resources and supporting each other with magical things, magical opportunities.
That's a blessing. So let's get into some of the magic now. And in case anyone else has any technical issues, we can totally understand it. It's just one of those freaky Fridays, but it's Fearless Friday. And one of the things that everyone's always got a little bit of fear around until we can get over that is money. And the wonderful, the wicked, awesome universe is going to be the man who's going to take us. So Dave, as the wicked, awesome unicorn, what's the best tax mitigation strategy that we're going to be talking about today?
Well, I am not a certified accountant or a tax preparer or any of that. Talk to your person that you know, like, and trust to do that for you, and ask them how bulk mineral donations could work for you to lessen your tax burden. We will be discussing that today. It's a strategy that's been used for years, and what it revolves around is being able to purchase minerals, in this case, at a bulk, lower price, and to be able to donate that to a charity or an organization that needs that. To do that, the IRS gives us the ability to write off a certain percentage on our taxes. So let's say hypothetically, somebody had a tax burden coming up. I know we think tax season is like April and stuff, right? Not the case. It's almost December. You probably want to start planning now before the end of the year, because you know how long you've worked at what you've done. You know about what you make, and you know about what the government takes. So start planning now to have more money in your pocket and less money in the government's pocket later. So with this, for an example, if somebody has a tax burden of, let's say, a few $100,000, $300,000, $400,000, they could purchase and donate, let's say, $25,000 worth of minerals. And one of the great things that the IRS allows us to do with that, because of how the minerals were purchased from the source, we can write off legally 4 times what the purchase price was. So 25,000 turns into 100,000, being able to reduce your taxable income by that much, thus lessening your tax burden. I know it's not like the sexiest,
Is there
funnest thing in the
no, but
world,
that sounds
but it's
neat though.
wicked important. What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that sounds really neat. Like, are there special minerals? Are we talking gold, diamonds? What are we doing here? What kind of minerals
There,
do it matter?
there are
Does it matter?
special minerals. The ones that we recommend for people and help people get more information about at Unicorn Universe come
Okay.
out of the Salt Lake area in Utah. So if you don't know, millions of years ago there was a huge inland sea, and when that sea went away, it deposited tons of minerals. We need minerals for our body. Minerals like gold, silver, and all other bunches of minerals have worth, and they have value. And in farming and regenerative farming and those kind of things, minerals are needed to rejuvenate the soil, regenerate the soil. So that's what some of these tend to be used for. That's why you can donate it, in circumstances, and it goes to charities that help to do that, regenerative farming and all kinds of different things. But in this case, that's what we have, immediate access to, because we have relationships with many, many financial people. And one of them happens to be with the group that controls that area that has the trace minerals and stuff. So it's been a wonderful partnership.
Wow,
Isn't that wicked awesome, right?
that's
It's been a wonderful partnership for a few years. That Unicorn Universe has been able to help guide people and help them with their tax burden. Daniel, I know, has some amazing firsthand knowledge and some use cases that have led to great success and not having to give the government all that money that they wanted, while still being able to contribute and help move our country and our planet forward.
I love that. Daniel, I know that we might be having some tech issues with your camera, but we did for a second get to see your face. We know you're not the shadow. We know you exist. You're a real person. We know this. Talk to us about what Dave's saying.
Yeah, I'm definitely here, and unfortunately the camera doesn't seem to be working. But what I love about this minerals opportunity is really being a part of the story. And in 2020, early 2021, end of 2020, we came across this strategy that was available for high net worth individuals to get involved and make a contribution that doesn't only help them reduce what they need to pay on their taxes, but also does a positive difference for the world. It really helps charities that are doing things to help our ecological and environmental impact by leveraging these assets, these minerals, to help them create a positive difference, because they're able to take the minerals that are donated and sell them at a fair market value that the individual who donates them gets to write off on their taxes. And what's been really awesome to see is not only the individuals that get to save the money on their taxes, but the people that are involved to help support their clients with these opportunities. Because the main thing about strategies like this, tax mitigation opportunities, is that a lot of people just don't know about them. A lot of people don't know how to access these different things that can help people save money on their taxes and provide a positive difference in the world. People ask me all the time how this works and why it's even an option, right? Why can somebody make a contribution and write off 4.5 times the amount that they donate? It's because it does a positive difference in the world. And there are tax codes set up that the government wants to support these types of donations. And they've made them available for people because when you make a donation to a qualified charity, and I say qualified because they need to be structured in a way that the government says, yes, we like this, we like what they're doing. If they receive in-kind donations, you can give a deduction equal to what you received, right? It doesn't matter what was paid for it, but it matters what the value was. And
I
so
love
all of
that,
this to
man.
say,
Wow.
yeah, and
You just don't hear about
and all of it
government
to
sharing,
say,
and you don't hear about the taxes as being something that is used and leveraged to create good. We're just not conditioned
right.
to hear about that then. So we're just like, really, the government's doing this. in a good way for a benefit. Interesting. Okay. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a true unicorn win.
Yeah. Everyone wins. Wow.
That's right. Win, win, win.
Yeah, and it's been really cool now being in the fourth year of this, seeing the people that have both made these contributions, received the contributions, and now turned the contributions of the first year it was magnesium. We're now seeing it, because these things take time, in products. We're seeing it get implemented and commercialized into products that people are taking to enhance their lives, to enrich their bodies, to enrich the soil that is actually producing the crops that we're eating, so that they're more nutrient dense and nutrient rich to help us all live better, feel better, and have a better life. So that's why I really like it, because it's truly a soil to spoon movement where it helps you make money, save money, and potentially even save lives.
Wow. I love that. Thank you so much. Wow. That is such a blessing to be able to bring that out. If you notice, ladies and gentlemen, if you're here, if you're live, if you got eyes and ears on us, you want to pop in with a thumbs up, you want to give a question, you want to give a comment, please do. I'll put it up live and post it on the overlay for us. I've also posted just contact information for Dave. So if you want to get a hold of him, if you want to book a one-on-one, if this isn't interesting to you, then you just aren't listening, because this is incredible. At the same time, if you're liking these kind of events, being able to reach out to these incredible people one-on-ones and have these opportunities, reach out to me. I can set something like that up for you. I put my contact in the chat. And for tonight, let me put that in the chat. That's Dave's wicked awesome event. And I'll be co-hosting that as well. And that's the Fireside Chat.
Yep.
Voila, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wicked psyched for that, brother. I can't wait for that one tonight. Holy cow.
Yeah, we're going to get to go do a deep dive, and that's going to be so neat, because I know that the people coming are going to be wanting some. Hold on a second. Say that part again, Dave, because that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait for that. It's going to be good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And we're going to have a lot of financial people from all types of verticals. And of course, we're going to be sharing more about, the mineral, donation tax mitigation strategy. And you'll be able to, like you said, deeper dive, more info on that. And then some of those other financial experts are probably going to share how that type of strategy, could have or is helping them, and how that looks with other financial strategies, right? We don't operate in a vacuum in life. We don't operate in a vacuum in business. And it's important to have kind of that holistic strategy that looks at everything, right? From saving to investing to, making sure we do the most with our taxable income and that kind of stuff. So wicked exciting tonight. I know it's Black Friday. There's some people out there, they were probably shopping already. Well, you shopped, you spent. How about saving money on your taxes next year so you can shop and spend even more if that's what you do? As a financial, professional, I don't really recommend all that stuff. But anyway, you got to have some fun with it, right? So.
You do. You do. You want to be that way, right? Because this is kind of one of the reasons that people love to work with Dave, and they love to come to some of the events and things that we do, because, well, in short, they're epic, right? Dave's entertaining. He's also very personalizable. So you're not going to get off the shelf cookie cutter advice that could maybe work for a variety of people. He's going to give you something very customized, tailored to you. And the I in epic would be irrefutable. Dave comes from a background where these are just facts. These aren't best efforts. These are best practices, and they're recognized as such in the industry. And lastly, the big one that I like, because we're talking money, and damn if it doesn't need to be clear. So we need to be epic. We need to be entertaining. We need to be personalized. We need to be irrefutable, and we need to be clear. And Dave's all of the above.
Natan, I love that you bring that up, brother. That's an awesome acronym. And it's very important, right, to not base financial decisions on theory, but on fact, and proven methods, right? There are quite a few out there that base their advice or their, tips on theory. Nah, let's just do it on stuff that we actually know works, right? I don't want your finances to be my experiment to see if it works for you. Doesn't make sense to me to do it that way. I wouldn't do it to myself. I certainly wouldn't recommend doing that to anybody else. So we're just going to drop knowledge on the shit that works for everybody. And it works in different ways, Natan, as you said, right? For different people. And I truly love being able to give a personalized approach because we're all different. We all come from different financial backgrounds. We all have different goals, both financially and personally. And really, that's what it's all about. That's how you can truly help people, is to get alongside them and to help guide them to where they want to be.
I love that. I love that. That's so important. We need to hear more about that, And for a moment, let's even back up a bit, because we're talking tax mitigation strategies, how to save better, how to save smarter, and we're doing a deeper dive with that later on tonight. Let's back up a bit and go just for the last couple minutes before we finish up today, where we're coming in and putting this in, so that if somebody wanted a 60,000-foot overview, how does this all fit into, let's say, Unicorn Wealth?
That's a great question. So Unicorn Wealth encompasses any area of investing, saving, tax mitigation. It could be insurance, it could be gold and silver, it could be investing in properties, it could be investing in blockchain stuff, it could be helping with taxes. So Unicorn Wealth, Daniel and Michael have done an amazing job as the co-founders of Unicorn Universe to bring in things that are really, really vitally important to the most amount of people. Health, right? Extremely important. Wealth, extremely important. They kind of tend to go hand in hand. Not that people that have a bunch of money or wealthy are healthier. No, not necessarily. You got to have that whole mindset.
I've heard about that, Dave. When you're younger,
and all
you
that.
trade your health for money, and then when you're older, you trade your money back for health. Yeah.
Exactly, right? And I love that Unicorn Universe is able to wrap both of those seemingly dissimilar things, although completely similar things, together. So on the Unicorn Wealth side, we focus on not only investing, growing, and saving money, but also playing defense, right? It's not what you make, it's what you keep. It's what you have access to out of your own money to leverage to whatever positive means that you want to use it for, right? Everyone has different passions. And I love that Unicorn Universe and the Wealth Planet at Unicorn Universe is able to truly drill down and help people where they're at, right? There's a ton of amazing organizations that are doing incredible things for the world. And it's just a good idea as a human being to contribute whatever positivity we can. Money is not an evil thing. It's not a bad thing. If we look at, depending on what people believe, right? The Bible says the love of money, right? That's the evil thing. The love of anything over and above God is the evil thing, right? So a lot of people that are Christian get that twisted. They get into a scarcity mindset and try not to achieve and attain massive wealth. Good people with money do good things. And that's what we help people with. Everybody, there's more than enough for all of us to have everything we ever wanted in life, independently of each other, without taking anything. To be in an abundance mindset, that's the truth, right? Abundance.
You guys understand why I
love,
invited
all
Dave?
of
You
that.
understand why this is the Frequency of Abundance group? Can you see why we're resonating at a frequency of abundance that it's like a moth attracted to a flame? If a different colored or different intensity or brightness of flame, you're going to get a different moth.
Yeah.
You start elevating your frequency of abundance up, you start getting surrounded by different people that'll notice you, that you weren't bright enough before. Now you are. It's very interesting. I like that.
Thanks, brother.
Of course, man. As an energy coach, I've seen some of that around for the last couple decades. So that's very cool. And when we tap into it from the money side of things, of all things, like you wouldn't expect that. But that's why we talk about Daniel and Dave and how anybody coming from Unicorn Universe has heart. And that's one of the big things that's missing.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. This has been an incredible Fearless Friday. We will be rebroadcasting this out in case you missed it next week. So we will have access, and Dave will definitely come back. This is a recurring guest that'll be coming back on and having us. And tonight, if you have a chance, come. You can have so much fun. You're going to meet some other very, very cool people. I've already seen people, because we're advertising every day on all the socials for you.
Mhm.
There's people that are commenting, and they've got huge backgrounds in like money. And that's really great. So we're going to get a chance to hear some very smart people talk about some things that are going to make you some money, save you some money. Right in time for the holidays. Can't be a bad thing. Come join us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's wave us out. Everyone gets too cool. Give us a couple seconds. Give yourself an exit, and you can say whatever you'd like to say. Dave?
Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your time. I know everybody has a whole bunch of other stuff to do. Thank you for investing some of that time with Natan, Daniel, and I this morning. Remember, abundance is key. Love is abundant. It's all abundant. Let's do this thing together. Let's make this world a better place, because God knows we all need it, right? So let's do it. We can do this together.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow, Daniel, I don't know how you're going to top that, man. Damn.
I'm not. I'm just going to second it. And just like Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. And that's what we're here at Unicorn Universe to do, is bring people together. And specifically with amazing people like Dave, who you can feel his energy here. But man, try spending a night out with this guy and you'll feel a completely different experience of just, and by different, I mean like just mind-blowing abundance of magic and fun and love. Like this guy walks around and everybody's just so excited to see him because he is that amazing. So it's all about people, and Dave represents that better than anybody else. Thank you, Natan. I appreciate you having us on here. You get to be
the wicked awesome unicorn if you're not wicked awesome. So yes.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Tune in this afternoon, tune in tonight, and tune in tomorrow for Surviving Saturdays, because we got to get through that bad boy. And we're going to do it in a fun way. See you all soon. Thank you much.
Thank you.